and hear how you've been doing on your homework, etc. So the morning scan, when you pull it up, it says select desired supplements. Soon we will have supplements that we can actually find out that we need, or you can put on your supplements that you want to take. But it says record scan. So you can actually prepare to speak for 10 seconds in the inner voice scan. So the way that would work is you would hit it and then it starts scanning, and you would just drop into your heart space, say what's so about the situation you're looking at and how you want to change it. And then it will tell you light wave opticals. And I have an A, and I actually have a high, and I actually have a low. And on my scan, the two are both green. So I'm going to start off by putting on those green chromotherapy glasses while I hit play. And you notice when you play this scan, the music is a little bit different. So I want you to hear the music.
That's even different from the music that I heard today.
Yeah, so the music is really, really different on this morning scan. And after you hear the music and you have your chromotherapy glasses on, you hit finish, and then you can go into your inner voice. And the inner voice is still pretty much the same. You know, the platform has changed a little bit. The colors on the screen have changed a little bit. And it's pretty much the same thing. You hit the mic, and then you got 10 seconds to be in your heart space and visualize what it is you're going through, and then you open your eyes and then close your eyes and open your eyes again and see it shifting. You know, you really want to feel the shift, and you want to move it all around the four chambers of the heart. It's very powerful. I studied a system called heart math, and when you breathe while you're doing it, you can get into something called coherence. And that field called coherence will unify and allow you to drop into the quantum field. You'll get your report, and the reports will look like they used to look, except for the template is a little different. And then what you want to do right away is you want to actually go ahead and click on that mailbox and send yourself that report, because this information is not stored. So you want to send yourself that report to your desktop or to your cell phone, and then you can go ahead and hear the rad tones. Now, the rad tones are similar to the way it used to be. Uh, so nothing's really changed there. So just for the new people, we're talking about the morning scan and how that looks and how that feels. Yes. And then once you finish that, you can actually go into vitals. Vitals is really changed because now you have something that's quite remarkable on this. You have lots of toxicities, like a total of like 17, I believe. And that's a lot of toxicities to scan. So this report could easily take you about, well, the last ones used to be 3 or 4 minutes. This could easily take you about 5, maybe 7 minutes if you scan it all. So I would have you pick and choose some of the areas that you would like to see for your clients when you're running vitals. So blood would be great, gastrointestinal would be great. The nutritional analysis, always get that. And under toxicity, you got a lot to choose from. So maybe one time you would run the toxicity, and maybe one time you would not run the toxicity, depending on your time and how much time you have to run this scan. I believe Lauren Swanson is correct. You don't really need to do the vitals every single day, because this new platform will take a lot of time and it will give you lots of information. And so maybe running it once or twice a month might be appropriate, because then you have time to work on it. So that's the vitals. The comprehensive has changed quite a bit too. We have lots of arms, we got lots of comprehensive stuff, the right arm, the left arm, the head, the lower body, all the chromosomes, lots of chromosomes on this one, lots. Right and left ear, muscles, nerves, organs, and you get to select what you want to run. I mean, it's up to you to choose how much depth you want to have. If someone comes in and they have issues with their teeth, well, I'm going to run that skull, vertebrae. I'm going to run a lot of I'm going to run a lot of stuff dealing with blood and also bone type stuff. So you see with this new platform, you have some really, really, really powerful stuff. Now, for those of you that are new, this is not a medical device. It does not diagnose, prescribe, or treat. It's just educational opportunity for you to learn. And so this new platform gives you a chance to look at all of it and over time compare and see and contrast what's so about the person's presenting health challenges or opportunities. Now, we still have a wonderful opportunity with our great system called subtle energy field and printers, but that's going to be changing too because we'll be getting some new downloads. I was on the phone talking with AL Scan, and I believe by the end of this month, Monday, we should be able to have the afternoon protocol so we could see exactly what we need for the afternoon. So that's coming. They actually are working on that. And with this new software packet, they can actually download that at night. So we'll see a lot of new stuff coming in. Of course, you'll have to refresh to get the new stuff, but that's coming. All right, that's enough for now. I'll open it up and hear any questions that you might have about the platform and make sure that you guys are enjoying the process. It has changed a little bit. So we want to make sure that everyone can make the transition and be on the same page. And then we want to talk about the money because they've actually kind of shoved that out, or I guess leased out the processing of money. And so we got to get all that worked out. All right, Dr. Amani.
All right. Good. Yep. Yeah. A couple things. There's so many things rolling out at the same time. And yes, we do have to make sure that people get paid. That's important. And I think most people have ordered their card from Pay Quicker. So we're just following up to make sure that there are no glitches in that system. So Reggie was showing a video. Did you want to show that to folks who just came on?
We're only on for 30 minutes, and it's a review of the company's call last night. Okay. So most of us probably were on that call. Mm-hmm. It was a really good call. I like the doctor presenting some of the stuff about the quantum energy field. 2% of us is only physical, 90%, 98% is empty space, and talking about the atoms giving off sound, and everything has a signature blueprint. And the thing about this AL scan is that everything could be measured. I'd like to ask people to raise their hands and let's hear from them in the time that we have.
That would be good. I don't see any hands yet.
I think Rachel and Faith Davis, Dr. Davis has her hand up.
Oh, I couldn't see. Okay.
Rachel was first.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Dr. Davis. That's kind of you. Okay, Rachel.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here. Hi, I've been experimenting with these students, and one of them had a recital tonight at Queens College. And I asked her how she was doing beforehand. Usually we do brain gym or something. And she said she was doing really well. She said, I've been listening to my tones. She had them one week, a couple weeks, and she didn't do them. But this time she said, I've been doing them and they're working with 2 exclamation points. I think I'm good. I feel very calm and relaxed. And I have to say, she played more beautifully than I have ever heard her play.
Wow.
Can't say it's all from that, but really, truly, she got into the space of just singing and singing and singing, even never stopped whether she made a mistake or not. And another student came today has had a lot of anxiety. And I asked her how it was going, and she said, I think I noticed a difference. I really noticed that, I'm calmer and I'm just, I don't know, just more chill. And she's a high school student. I think it's fantastic during this time of COVID that when the kids are really struggling, that the kids that have this opportunity have it to balance some of those emotions that I know are coming up. And then another friend is a violist who has been doing a lot of business and starting her own business and all this stuff. And she said, I think it's helped me speak up for myself. So that another friend, the one that's got all those ailments, she sent me a beautiful text the other night about how much she thought it helped her mind. But I need to know more about that with the dementia and memory loss, because she's had a lot of blackouts from diabetes too, and she thinks they've really affected her brain. There's one thing though I want to tell everyone, because I was online with I've been online with Solex about 3 or 4 times about how to do an inner voice properly on the phone. And this is what they told me today. It was confirmed because Lauren gave us an idea that wasn't quite correct. So again, I got the same information from Carrie today through Bianca, or not, yeah, whatever. I'm sorry, Miranda. But anyway, what you do is you have them call your answering machine, leave a voice message, phone to phone, like iPhone to iPhone, leave a message on your iPhone, then take that message and put it into your scanner. That's what they told me again today. I've called, I've talked to Juanita, I've talked to a couple people, different people, and Carrie. So this is what they told me again today. So I'm just throwing that out there because I do a lot of these voice scans. I mean, yeah. So I love them. And so for what it's worth, Dr. Mark, I just thought I'd throw that out here and see what you had to say. And
oh, certainly, 99% is all intent. So as long as you can get your phone to their phone to record accurately their voice as best you can, you're good.
But they're saying don't call from your device.
Right.
Call
exactly.
from your iPhone.
Yeah.
Right. But last night it sounded like Lauren again said, call from your device.
Mm-hmm.
And but that's not true. So I just want to be clear about that. So if anybody was curious.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rachel.
I just wanted to say, Dr. Mark, I wanted to wish Rachel a belated happy birthday. I heard she celebrated 2 days ago, Rachel. Oh, when you're muted, unmute.
Yes, I did. I celebrated 2 days ago. Woo-hoo, thank you very much.
Rachel.
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday, Rachel.
Thank you. It's one of the happiest birthdays for many years. I think because of these tones.
Wow. Nice.
I was so, happy to share.
Happy. Dr. Faye?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to mention that the Solex calls are on social media. If anybody misses them, you can get them on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure in the back office as well, but I picked them up on Facebook. And sometimes it's useful to just hear it a second time. And
Yes.
Rachel, thanks for the clarification on how to do the inner voice. That's how I was doing it. And the other ways we were told seemed awkward. So as Dr. Mark says, it's mainly intent. And that's the hinge that swings the door, right, Dr. Mark?
That's right. A lot of what we do in terms of the quantum field is just heart. If you really, really love someone, you could be a Reiki master or no Reiki, but a person that really has a lot of love, it will trump Reiki 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are just techniques. So this technology does work in a system because it is a science, but still behind this AL scan is your soul and your spirit pushing the information. Don't forget that. Okay, who's next?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Faye, Dr. Faye.
I believe it's me, Dr. Mark.
I
Good
think it was
evening,
Zuri.
everyone.
I think Zuri was first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hi.
I'm sorry.
So mention that we often post the Solex corporate calls in our Facebook group as well.
Great. So thank you, Reggie.
This is Siri.
Siri. Thank you, Siri.
Yes, I have a testimonial if that's okay.
Yes, it's perfect.
I pulled my right shoulder when I was getting off the train on Sunday afternoon. I
Yes.
got home, everything was fine. When I went to get up and go to bed, I couldn't raise or lower the right arm. It hurt from the middle of my back all the way up to the shoulder. I couldn't sit down. It hurt whatever I did. I went to bed and I put the AO scanner on pain-free, whatever, under Cephi. And then I fell asleep until 4 o'clock in the morning. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I was able to get up, and it was just a residual pain. So then I put it on Health and Recover. And by the time I got up later in the morning, around 6:30, then everything was fine.
Wow, Zuri, congratulations.
Thank you.
Self-help, love it. Yes, Kimberly Lewis.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Couple of things. So I'm going to zip right through them. I really ended up scanning quite a few people over the weekend. And what you all shared last week, I heard it, and maybe the week before, was about clearing yourself. I was very tired Saturday night, and then Sunday morning ended up running another scan. And sometimes I've come across people that their energy can consume you, or try to invade your space. So I decided I was going to rest, and that was fine. Tuesday, I went out for a little while, nothing out of the ordinary. And Tuesday night, my knee was like, I was dragging and limping. I have no idea what I did, but I knew what to do. And thank God in the frequencies, it talks about knee pain. So I ran that. The next morning, it still lingered. I ran it some more, and it's just about gone. And that was in the moment.
Yes.
I've noticed that they've added so many categories. And I thought I saw this one, but I got a call this morning from a dear friend. I just met with her last week, had no idea that this happened to her. So went into the hospital, had an occurrence. And I thought I saw this in the scanner. So when she called me and I said, I'll be right over, I knew what I was going there for, which was to run a scan. So my question is, how do I say this? So she thought it might have been one thing, but ultimately, when I got to her, I'll put it that way, one side of her face was, she had no control over one side of her face. And of course, they prescribed medication. I thought there was something in the phone. I thought I saw a category called Bell's palsy, but I did not. So I was wondering if there was anything else. I saw stroke, and I saw quite a few things, but I'm not sure exactly what, and I'm going back to her tomorrow.
Well, obviously, you want to always clear the emotional body first.
Yes.
So you're just going to focus in on inner voice for now.
All right.
And then in your selfie, there's some things that you can do, because we don't know, for example, if it's the illusion of Bell palsy, too much wind, too much cold on the face, that can cause the drooping of the eyes. and the lassitude of the muscles. You don't know. We don't really care what name they call it. But what we're going to do is just donate energy in the area of neurological stuff to actually help her with that. So you can call me afterwards and we can tease it out and go through it. And you know, I like the idea of scanning and sliding over using your hands to flick to find out which category is it in. Is it muscle? Is it nerve? And probably it's going to be nerve because my hand is sticking, it's not sliding. So then anything to do with nerve and anything to do with the face. And anything that you could use in terms of the vitals on the face, and then go back to selfie and support that using the inner voice. You're going to change that pattern pretty quick.
All right, great.
Yep.
Great. Thank you so much. That was it. Those were my experiences. Clear yourself of energy, whatever kind of energy, and the ability to just help so many people during this time is just amazing.
Kimberly, I just want to piggyback on self-help. If you're going to be working with people and they have, you know, challenges, it can transfer because of empathy. And if you are a very much an empath, which you are, then you need to protect yourself and shield yourself. So the company has come up with a new thing coming out soon to shield and protect us. That will be released this week, hopefully Sunday. Hopefully Sunday, according to the Wizard of Oz, the 28th. So look for that.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think it's Dr. Cheryl Mason.
Yes. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, we're going to try to limit it to just a minute or two, maybe two max.
Okay, I just have a question, a couple, maybe two questions.
Okay.
I had an opportunity to scan like a family of four, which was close to me. The daughter was having problems in her stomach or whatever, but I did the selfie and it picked up, you know, more better than what the doctors was trying to say because they really didn't have an idea. So I was really impressed with that to give her that. I just wanted to ask a question about the new one, what is it again? Oh, the early morning. One question I had, you instead of using the earphones, you use the other headset that you put over your head, the black headset to put over your head with on your
talking about the
temple.
coils? No,
Yeah.
you can actually for the morning program and for the inner voice, feel free to use the earbuds.
Okay.
You only need to use the coils on basically the vitals and the comprehensive.
Okay. And also, thank you. And I also have a question about that. It had a place where you put your vitamins in. And so I went back and I kind of did that. I just thumbed through it. I really didn't see how to do that, but I just followed the information it was asking. Now, when I go back to do the morning, do I add the vitamins that I want to add and that goes right in that frequency? Is that what happens?
We heard last night that there will be instructions given in the next couple days in the back office that will explain. I also heard they'd be doing a video to show us exactly.
I thought so, but I missed that part of it. And one more question. How do you I know how to do I can't think of it all. I'm trying to hurry up. I know how to do the inner voice over the phone. Now, is there any way to do like a vital over the phone to somebody remotely?
Oh, yes. You can do all of it over the phone.
Really?
As a matter of fact, as long as you have their picture, you have their permission, date of birth, year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got them.
And how do you do that over? I don't understand how you do it.
Just call me later and we'll talk through it. Well, I'll be glad to show you. It's once you have the Pastor Mason, Dr. Mason, once you have their information in the phone, you have their data.
Right.
So you just hit scan.
Okay.
And then when you're done with that, you hit optimize.
Okay.
Then when
Okay.
you're done with that, you send them the report. And then
Okay.
you send the report to you. It's just that simple.
All right. All right. Thank you for that. I love y'all. Thank you for your giving me this time.
Oh,
God
you're
bless.
welcome. You're welcome. Okay, I'm not sure who's next. Is it Cassandra or Dr. A?
Yes, thank you. Oh, I'm not sure.
Why don't you go for it?
The question I had, I don't know if I missed it. I was told that the monthly membership fee, like our access to the software, there's like a special, or it's gonna be lower. Can I know what the cost is? Because
It's
it doesn't say it on the site.
It's $49
A month?
for the subscription. It's now $49 a month. Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Wait.
No, that's what's
Monthly, excuse me. I got it. It's $149 a month, but to sign up to be a member is $49. It used to be what, 85, 95?
95.
Okay. Okay, that's what went down. All right, thank you so much.
So we're clear about that. Everybody, sorry. So sorry, don't shoot the messenger. All right, here's what it is. To be an affiliate, to get into the game, it's $49. Monthly subscription is $149. The phone is $495. That's what it is. Okay, thank you, Cassandra.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mrs. A?
Also, just a brief note, the 3 lines, horizontal lines on the top right-hand side, if you click on that, I was having an issue with the light background. You can change it back to the dog background if you prefer that.
Oh, thank you, Reggie. Yeah, that would be good.
Because it is a little light. Okay, Mrs. A?
Hey, Dr. Mark. Hey, everyone. How are you all?
Great.
Glad to be back on the call. I wanted to introduce you to a chiropractor that I've been working with out here in Conyers and Covington, Dr. Wesley Campbell. He's on the line tonight, and he's interested in the scan. I thought that you would be a good connect for him to find out. He had some questions on how he could incorporate this into his practice.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that you would be the best person to connect him with.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. A. Hey, welcome to the call, Doc. It's a phenomenal tool because you can actually do some pretty incredible things in a short time. So it actually saves you time once you familiarize yourself with this AL scanner, Solex by Solex. So it has a protocol called Quick Scan, and it's a morning and an evening process. It takes about 10 seconds to do. So that's going to tell your clients tons of stuff. And you can get in touch with Mrs. A and I could go through it, privately, and I'll be glad to show you exactly how I use it in a clinic situation. The second platform that's awesome is called Inner Voice. And then the client simply speaks for 10 seconds and we're able to get a lot of information about their emotional, psychosocial state. And that's done in 10 seconds. They get a report right away. You get the report right away. The next is vitals. So there you can actually look at blood, gastrointestinal, physical function, nutritional, toxicity. You can find out a lot about everything. and that can take about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how deep you want to go. The next one is comprehensive, and that will give you sections, to take a look at the lungs, the adrenals, cross sections of the kidney, and find out what's happening with the liver. And real time, you could see some things. And because it's using resonance frequencies that match the organs, you're going to actually get accurate information. In some cases, more accurate than blood or urine. So, and then the last one is selfie, subtle energy field and printer. There you can work on the psychological state and then go through areas. Specifically, if they drink, you can help them with alcoholism. You can even go down that rabbit hole and help them with SARS or COVID. I mean, it goes on and on and on. The things that you can do with this in my practice, instead of using the on-demand, which I still use every day, I can prefer to use this because this is so much faster in giving me real time information. And the most important thing is I can generate a report, send them the report, and have the report. I'm a naturopath, an acupuncturist, and a bioenergetics specialist. So I see people that have been everywhere else. And with this technology, I can give them accurate information that will change their life. How about that, Mrs. A?
That was perfect. Thank you so much. So I'll make sure I get him in contact with you.
Yeah, and he can have a scan, and we'll turn him back on to you so you can sign him up.
Yeah, I did a scan on him today, actually, and he really, really enjoyed it.
Hey, well, maybe after the call we can chat. Thank you so much for inviting the doc onto the call.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mark, for your work.
Oh, you're welcome, Mrs. A. I think it was somebody else's hand was up.
It was me, Diane.
Okay, Diane, yes.
Hi, Dr. Mark. How are you?
I'm great.
I always have good news, but today I've done a scan on a lady that was so blown away. And this particular guy I did a scan on I did it remotely. But how I do my scans are, I would get the inner voice, I would do the voice I would put my cell phone down on the scan itself and pick up the voice directly. And that way it gets right into the phone. And it has been really consistent, giving me the results that I need. And the other thing is, we all go through different stresses, but this week I had it all. The FDA always comes in and review our stuff every year, but they haven't come for like 5 years. So they just decided to come Monday, I think it was, and threw my whole system off. And I was talking to my upline, she said, "Did you do your inner voice?" I was like, "Oh God, I forgot." It was just so stressful. But then as I did it, I calmed down and I relaxed, and it took away a lot of the issues. And then I got their business cards and I ran it.
There you go. That's how you do it.
And it has made a difference because everybody's calming down.
Yes.
Calming down.
Hey,
Yes.
when I had 3 herb stores, and it seemed like they would come in and target me herb of the month.
Yeah.
They came and took ephedra away, and they were like, "You can't have that on the shelf." And I was like, "Why are you picking on me? Is there anybody else that you're going to?"
Well, what it is,
AL scan, I would have been using the AL scan to clear all that.
Right. What happened is that they told me I have a cancer mix. So they said I can't use the word cancer, so I got to take it out. Yeah. And then I have a second store, and then they said at my other store, I made the labels over and I didn't put on the label the address of that store. And they took everything off the shelf, taped it up, and said I couldn't sell it until I had my labels done.
Until you get the labels, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we could work with that. We could work with that as long as they're not shutting you down.
No, they were trying to do that. Yeah. That was where they were going. But
that's why we use the scan to protect ourselves.
Yes.
And that's why we'll be using the AL scan, and the quick scan to actually help you with something called Zen.
Okay.
When the Zen comes out, boy, that really is like bomb.com for protection.
Yes.
Zen is like you're just so in bliss, nothing can bother you. Zen gets you to a place called imperturbability. It don't matter. They leave you alone.
Thank you. Thank you so much, because if I didn't learn all the things I learned with you, I would have been so frustrated. But it went smoothly. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
And I'm sending Reggie his tide.
Oh, very good. Hey, folks, if you're loving this call, don't forget the message is brought out by your free will offering. We walk by faith, not by sight.
Thank you.
The good Reverend Reggie has his link in there, so you can send your tithes and offerings so we can keep the program going.
And I promise I'm going to go out and buy a dictionary so I can see if that word interpretability
is it Reggie Smith? Sorry, Reggie Smith at what?
It's Reggie Smith 770 at gmail.com is my email.
I got, thank
That's
you.
Zelle. And for Cash App, it's $ Reggie Smith 770.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Hey, folks, don't forget, this is how you give. If you tithe and support the things that you believe in, it comes back to you. Trust me, you're tithing into this ministry. And so if you give, whatever you can give, the universe will take care of that. You can't beat the universe giving. Promise you, no matter how hard you try. You can tithe your way out of being broke. Just give to something very, very much deserving. Don't give it to the guys that already got it. Give it to the little people.
Reggie have a Zelle address as well, or just the other one that you just gave?
Yes, the Zelle address is my email address, which is reggiesmith770 at gmail.com. And the Cash App is $ Reggie Smith 770. You can find both of those in the chat, along with all my love and appreciation.
Appreciate it. Hey, can everybody see this little wonderful tiger?
Yes.
Great. So here's how you can treat someone in space, or treat your kids or your husband. We don't have kids, our children. Kids are cows. If you want to treat your children, your grandchildren, this is how you can do distance healing. So you would first get something very wonderful and cozy. Can you all see that?
Yes.
Okay, this is a Valentine's present for my wife. She gave this to me. So what I would do is I turn on my AL scanner and I go to something called Selfie, Subtle Energy Field and Printer. And I'm going to drop down into the quantum reach area. And I might run abundance, wealth, and success. So as I run that, I'm going to take my little animal and I'm going to place it on the back. So I'm treating the more spiritual side, the back side. And I'm broadcasting that frequency in. So this is how you can do distance healing, pretty much like intercessory prayer. And you can broadcast for 2 minutes or 20 minutes or however long you feel that you want to do that.
Dr. Mark?
Yes.
How do you associate the person that you are donating the frequencies to with the animal?
Well, I simply ask them for permission if I could provide, an opportunity to share some light.
Yeah.
And once they say yes, then I made a note of their considerations, nephews, nieces. They always need prosperity. So instead of going to HIP National Bank, which I always will do, but I'm empowering them to have, God bless the child that has their own.
So, Dr. Mark, if a person is unconscious, as in a intubated and in a coma, how do I really know when I ask for permission whether it's me wanting the answer to be yes and the answer from them saying yes?
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, you got to get clear. You learned in class that most of the time you're switched. So you got to unswitch your brain so that once you know, you know.
Okay.
And once you unswitch, then you're not in the game of trying to figure it out. You just know. And
you demonstrate again with putting your fingers and doing your head, how you unswitch.
So there's a conception vessel that starts at the Hunyan and it stops right here.
Okay.
Right below. So one finger is going to go below. That's conception. Governing vessel starts at the rectum, comes all the way up the spine and stops underneath the philtrum of the nose. So it goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got this part of your brain back here called the posterior gyrus, from the right hemisphere to the left hemisphere.
Mm-hmm.
While you have your hands like that, you're tapping on the posterior gyrus to integrate the right brain and left. Then you're unswitched.
Right in the middle of that area?
No, not in the middle, across the right and left hemisphere. So you're tapping across the right and left hemisphere.
You just keep going from one side to the other.
Your hands are big enough to rock
Oh,
from the right to the left.
I got you. Okay, your whole hand. Okay.
Yeah, you're using your thumbs, your fingers, all 5 fingers are
Mhm,
tapping on the posterior gyrus,
mhm.
integrating the right and left uh, lobes of the brain.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Mark. So just one more. Not your flat hand. Your flat hand on the back is the fingers.
Yes, yes, you're using the pads. So here's a demonstration
Okay.
like that.
Mhm.
That will unswitch you because you can get turned up and switch because you don't mind your own business. Some
Mhm.
people get turned up because they think they know more than God. Some
Mhm.
people just like, I'm going to do it my way. And that might be the wrong way. But
Right.
when you clear your brain from being hijacked, your amygdala, which you learned about, then
Mhm.
you're just channeling the energy. There's no emotional tie. You're just channeling the energy, which is neutral.
Mhm.
You really are not invested if it's yes or no. You just allowing the truth to come through and
Right.
spirit will.
Thank you so much. So
You're
very
so
much.
welcome. Great question, Spirit.
Thank you.
Chaz,
Yes, Dr. Mark
you got a
Armstrong.
question?
I have a question. Regarding the recording from the workshop you had a few weeks ago, last month, whenever. Do you know when it will be ready for us to?
Yes, hopefully by the end of this weekend. The editing on it was, it's real intense.
I know.
The Dr. Scari and I gave a graduate class, and all of you wonderful students that were in it, you contributed mightily. So we had to edit it down and come up with categories. So we came up with smaller categories to make it more, let's say, user friendly, because it would just be a big meal to eat. So by breaking it down, which took a little editing, now it's really just right on the point, right to the question that was asked. No sidetracks.
Okay, I got it.
So it
I'm
should be
looking for.
ready. Laverne Avery has been working on it, and it should be done this week. We set up a paid distribution of
Yeah.
how that goes. So she's worked that out. Hopefully, we can announce it this week.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I appreciate you,
You're
Chad.
welcome. I appreciate you too.
Thank you. Okay, Mayat,
Greetings. How are you, Dr. Mark?
I'm doing great, beloved. I hadn't seen you in a while.
I know I haven't been on in a couple of weeks. I think I had it mixed up. I thought we were still doing Monday. I wasn't on the call that said Thursdays only now.
Yes,
So I spoke with Rashida and she kind of put me back on track.
great.
So I'm glad to be back. I'm really glad to be back. And that actually was my question about the training. Like, will we have the opportunity to
To get it. You
experience
will.
that?
You will. I mean,
Yeah,
Chaz wants it, and you are deserving of it, and you'll be able to get it as soon as we tweak the financing of how the money flows. There's been
right.
some challenges with Cash App, so we had to opt out of that. We're looked at Zelle, but then also
Okay.
2 or 3 others to make it so that it could flow, because not everybody has Zelle. So we're just finding out, this is all new to me. So we're finding out all the ways that make sure that nobody gets burnt. You're in sending money, our in receiving money. We want to make sure
Okay.
that's all wrapped up. And that's the last stage. The content is there. So we're ready to go.
Okay, that's wonderful. Is there going to be any other like in-person trainings?
As soon as we get through COVID-19, my co-partner, uh, Dr. Ascari and I, we're going to sit down probably soon and come up with that master class, because that was dynamite. But Dr. Ascari said we should do a master class. And I agree, because with this new technology that's out, especially, this quick scan stuff, that's going to be fun to do.
Yeah, yes, yes. This is so exciting.
How does it get any better than that, Maya? It doesn't. I mean, this thing is going through the roof. And that's
Yeah.
only the beginning. The professional package is coming out. And that's all of the homeopathics that heal everything.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that. And thank you so much for all that you do.
Oh,
The
thank you so
information.
much.
Can I just share a really, really quick testimonial?
Mhm.
On the SETI with the forgiveness, is it forgiveness, love, and gratitude? I think
Yeah.
that's what, right?
Yes.
So I've been really, really working that for myself. And I've seen such great results, especially in the area of like relationship with many of the people in my life. And things are just so harmonious. Like I feel that shift in myself where I'm not taking a lot of things personally. I'm actually listening and responding accordingly without the extra emotion. You know,
I
it's
love that.
that's really great. The forgiveness, gratitude, and love,
Yes.
that is so beautiful.
Yeah, and it starts with love. And so when you offer that in your conscious and subconscious mind, and then forgiveness, and then you follow that by gratitude, you can
Yes,
overcome everything,
you can.
including your haters. They
That's so
become your
true.
motivators. I
So
made
true.
all my haters my motivators. If they tell me I can't do it, I will prove you wrong. Boy, will you be wrong if you try
Oh
to
yeah.
tell me I can't do it. I will prove it to you. Or more importantly, prove it to myself. Okay, I think it's uh, Rachel, then Dr. Davis.
Thank you. I just want to ask you, I've really been trying to help this person with this brain fog, and then she doesn't feel like she can stand up, but there's a lot of memory issues, and she's not old. And I just wondered, is there any, and there's no dementia. And I know you told me to check with my sliding, but I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, sure. Generally,
I've been doing memory loss.
I think it's really good to always start with the inner voice.
Well, she does it every day. She does it every day.
Great, but you have to drill down on the conversation of what emotions come up when she feels as though she can't remember.
Okay.
You want to bring up the real, not a diagnosis.
Yeah, right.
So just get real clear on really what that feels like. And then you'll see the shift just off of that.
When you say the inner voice, do you mean that as we're talking about it, do inner voice right there and then and see what comes up? God.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
And then as you go into into the category called subtle energy field imprint, you might just drop down into the quantum frequencies.
Yes.
And as you're going out, down, you might want to take a look at any kind of virus, any kind of bacteria, something hijacked her brain.
Okay.
And if there's any issues of candidiasis or yeast, you want to clear that out.
Okay, thank you.
And you could just, you could slide through and find like a scientist, which one is out, and just pick one or two and make a note of it. You don't have to clear them all, but just make the note of what comes up and then start working on those. And tell her, if she gives you permission, you like to work with her in space.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then,
well,
you could charge her for that.
Yeah, she did give me permission. So but I just want to, all right. So I'll go further afield and see if anything else comes up.
Yep. And let me know. We can talk, we can talk privately about it. I love the brain stuff, like the frontal. I like the occiput. I like the parietals, and definitely clear the amygdala. The amygdala is where we sometimes loop over. I can't remember. Yes, you can. Those got to stop telling yourself you can't.
Got it. That's true. I didn't even think of that. If she keeps saying it, right?
Yes, you're making it worse.
Right. Okay.
It's not always, emotional. Sometimes it's, it's pathogen, and sometimes it is just your confession about it. So clear the confession stuff.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Diane.
Yes, Dr. Mark. I have a granddaughter who's 5, going on 6. But she's very super intelligent. She knows how to speak Spanish a little bit of Japanese, French. She taught herself on Instagram. She can read since she was 2 years old. But we're having a situation with her where when she goes to school, she does not want to. She loves reading, but she doesn't want to write. The teacher tells her about writing, she doesn't want to write. She says, "Oh, I know how to do that." And she writes a scribble as if she's writing shorthand. And then she's having, on occasion, when she gets bored, she just throws a fit. Like today, she pelted a pencil at the teacher. And every day there's an issue. And if I'm home with her and I teach her what she has to do and I keep her occupied all the time, she doesn't have an issue. But she has an issue, I feel, when there's a lapse in what it is she has to do. You know, kids that are very intelligent, they have a short span, they have to be continuously active all the time.
Yes, I'm curious to see what's going on at home.
Yes.
How's the relationship with her mom and dad?
Well, you see, that's one of the issues. Her mom I had to adopt her as mine because the mom had issues.
Okay,
and
so she's acting out.
Yes, okay.
She's just acting out. You got to treat the emotions.
Yes,
because
okay.
she's highly capable. She ain't happy.
I know. And then the mother and the father is not together and she doesn't know where he is. And the other day I had a worker working and she says, "Are you my daddy?" So I know I have to have a talk with her because she can understand. I'm just trying to figure out how to word it.
Yeah.
I put her on the instrument and she sits there, and when she has to do the voice, she goes like, "Okay, I listened to you enough. I don't want to hear anymore now." Mm-hmm. And so she has some moods. So sometimes she's gonna say, "Grandma, you need to scan me. I need a scan."
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's powerful.
Diane,
Yeah.
I went through something similar when I had my granddaughter when she was very young. And then there's an anchor that happens because it's like they want their mommy and their daddy. And
yes,
grandma is wonderful. They get upset because it's not the normal, it's not friends who have their mom and dad. So just be patient with her, let her express herself, and I know that the scan will help you tremendously.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thanks for that. And we're here for you if you want to talk, at some point. I've seen that a lot when families are in fragment, then children act out.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Amani.
You're so
Thank
welcome.
you, Dr. Mark. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're doing good.
I was that little girl.
Thank you.
And they ended up skipping me in the 2nd grade as a result.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, she's capable of so much, but because of the separation of the parents and so forth, she doesn't really know her father. She's never met him.
Yeah,
that's weird.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. Thank you.
Athena Blue, would you like to share?
Hey, I do have a question. I just wanted to clarify something when you were talking about, scanning in space for people. Do you have to have their information or profile in the scanner?
It's
do that, or you don't have to?
Yes, you do. It's better if you have their height, their weight, their name, the year, the month, the date, their email address. Just treat them like a regular, because they are a client. Okay. Give them the permission slip, let them fill that out, fax it to them, and then you have their data. You can also negotiate what the fee is. Once you do all that, it's the posture that you take. I've been in business for 29 years because I have a posture. I have a framework, and people treat you the way you let them treat you. If you're not clear about the money, they will let you do everything and never pay you. So you have to set that up. Here's a form. You're going to sign this and fax it back. You're seeing if they can comply. Then you're going to give me your information, and this is the fee. And then I'll send you the report. And you will.
Okay,
After
okay,
you get the money.
okay. All right, thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Dr. Faye.
Yes, sir. Very quickly, how do I get the course materials from our class?
Oh, let's see. We've sent out the material. Dr. Imani, are you there?
I am.
Yes. Did you receive the notes from Dr. Ascari and so
Yes,
forth and so on?
Dr. Ascari sent some notes. Yep, I'd have to, I'll go back and.
Well,
pull
she sent them to me. Could you send them to Faye, Dr. Faye?
I don't have, Dr. Faye, give me your address quickly or your email quickly in the chat box. I have to jump off in a second.
Yes,
But-
ma'am.
Okay, I'll pull that up. Okay.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Well, it's been a pleasure, everyone. Dr. Imani, would you like to make the announcement?
Which announcement? Oh.
Yes, the announcement.
Oh, I told Dr. Mark that I've got to take some time off. He actually gave us an assignment last week. And we had, was it Friday that we got on?
It was Friday, yes,
Friday.
the contract.
And he encouraged us to make a contract with ourselves based on our vision and our goals and objectives, and to do that one evening and then the next morning to speak them out loud. And I told him that it really, really helped me to get clear, because I have a book that I've been working on for about 3 years that I have to get finished. And yay, thank you. And it will be finished. That and a couple of other pieces that have to go with that book in terms of marketing and stuff. So I told him that I'm gonna take a step back from co-hosting, but I'll be on the calls. I'm still working with the group. You can still call me if you have questions, and I'm still very much here, but I'm not gonna be necessarily up front co-hosting the calls. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. And I consider it a pleasure to be able to do this and support.
Oh, we love you. And I'm wondering, Dr. Imani, if we could ask Dr. Faye to pull in while you are finishing your project.
Hey, that would be wonderful, Dr. Faye.
Oh my goodness.
Please,
just about to volunteer.
Oh, please volunteer, because I need to check my contract situation. Volunteer. I'm not sure who said that.
Chaz.
Oh, Chaz? Okay, great. Chaz, you definitely it. You and I.
Hey, thanks,
Hey, Chaz.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
And Chaz, you and I we'll talk a little bit. Thank you, Dr. Imani, and thank you, Dr. Faye, for checking your contract. And Chaz, thank you for stepping up right now.
Hold on, everyone. My mom wants to say hello.
Okay.
You can say hi from there, Mom. Just say hello.
Hello, how are you?
Very good.
Mom, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Mom.
Mom has been loving the tones and stuff she's been getting. Really, really nice. So,
oh, that's so beautiful.
Grateful. Very grateful. Yeah. Have a good evening, everyone. Oh, Dr. Mark, you gonna say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you know, we are working on coaching. So if you would like to grow your business, if you would like to grow a business, you know, many of you are, I imagine, are, you know, doing more than one thing. This would help you. Like Dr. Imani mentioned, the contract. You know, we're giving practical applications of things that you can do. Maybe, Doc, I know you got to go, but maybe someone would like to share what the benefits have been for you being coached. Feel free to unmute yourself and share what you've discovered and some of the exercises that we've been doing.
Well, for my contract, I know one of the things you told us is about working on our mental health so we could improve our mental wealth. And I added to that so that I can improve my physical health. And so I started walking every day because I've been procrastinating on that. So I started to walk every day because that's something I said once it's weather permitting, I'm going to be walking every day. I've even started dancing at night.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. Also, I have to complete a course that I'm working on. I need to complete that. I have let me look at my thing because I do my woman in the mirror every day. Listening to my frequencies 3 times a day and promote and market my AO scan Valara businesses. So during my walk, I take that opportunity that I walk into offices and present myself, and I hand them my brochures, which I shared with you, Dr. Mark.
Yes, it's beautiful.
I created some brochures and flyers that I go in and I talk to them directly. And I'm just waiting to get my on here too. I'm gonna get my my bundle. I'm getting my
Yes.
bundle, my 5 bundle. So
Yeah.
when that comes in, I'm gonna be following Dr. Mark's footsteps in taking the units into these people's places and letting them fall in love with it. And I go snatch it up and snatch a check.
There you go. It works if you work it, Chaz.
Exactly, because I'm increasing my income by $5,000 more per month.
Hey,
Okay.
see, that's what I call a contract. Most of us have contracts, but those contracts that were made for them. They don't benefit you. So now you're writing your own contract that benefits you.
Yes, absolutely.
And because you wrote it, because you're looking at the woman in the mirror and you're honest, stuff's going to come up. You know, I ask you to do it so that you can see what comes up. And
Yes.
and the whole thing about deserving and allowing and is it too much to too little? All that will be considerations. But the thing about it, when you do the work, you get rid of the ghosting.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And you also get rid of you know, the hidden agreements that you had. So plug in if you like. Okay, Ma, you had your hand up?
Yes, I wanted to ask about that. The coaching,
Yes.
you said it's on Friday nights?
Yes, Friday night. If you're interested, you can send number one, drmark, M-A-R-K at att.net. And
Okay.
you know, I'll send out the link about an hour before. And
Okay.
you know, it's a PowerPoint presentation. It's really powerful. It's just about getting clear about what you want and then
Okay.
having strategies around that
Okay.
so that you can accomplish your goals. Multi-level is a very difficult business because you have to ask people for their support. And if you're
Right.
not good at asking for money for value that you have, then it's hard to succeed. And if you
Mhm.
don't see the value of what you have, then you tend to give it away or discount the worth of it, which means they
Mhm.
won't want to pay for it. So we're getting
Right.
clear about those contracts so that we could say, you know, yeah, I'll be glad to work with you. And I'll work with you for 10 sessions. And how much are the sessions? Well, they're 95 each.
Right.
So that's like $950 you made.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about. And people
Okay.
do that for me all the time. All the time. I get that every day when they come. Some do it faster than others, but that's how
Right.
you play with me because people treat you the way you let them treat you.
That's correct.
And you'll learn how to raise your vibration so it's a match where they work with you. Maybe they
Okay.
save the money, maybe they do half down. You are making more money now because you asked the question than you would be if you asked for nothing.
Right. Agreed. So I'm gonna send, you just need me to send my information to you?
And then I'll send you out the link and you know there's no charge for the coaching. I'm
Oh,
just doing it for our team. I know the
okay.
value of the coaching
Yeah.
is, you know, a couple $100. I'm not you know, naive, but I really want you guys to succeed as
Okay.
well as I've succeeded. If I can
Perfect.
help you get to where, you know, success is for you, then I feel like I've been successful in helping you. Not just
That's beautiful.
not just, saying be on the call. I want a deliverable. I believe in deliverables. If I do push-ups, I want to get better. If I eat well, I will get better. If I go to bed on time, I will feel better in the morning. If you follow these simple suggestions, your finances, your physical, mental, and emotional, and your heart, most of all, your heart will open to the place where you're allowing. It's just a heart of the matter issue. That's the back door on everything I do. There's a rough part of me because I'm from the hood, but deep down inside, it's all about love.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'm going to send it out tonight.
All right, you got it. Thank you.
And
Okay,
Dr.
I think it's
Mark,
Dr. Cheryl Mason.
if you shoot me that link, I'll post it in the Facebook group as well.
Okay, yeah, it's just, sometimes it always changes, Reggie. So maybe tomorrow I could go. By the way, my Zoom works, I could send it out, and then the time of the night, it's something different.
Okay, I got
So
you.
maybe I can get together and fix that with you and have one link like we have here.
All right, sounds good.
Or maybe we could use this link that we have here and just do it that way.
I
However it
think that
works.
makes sense. Yes, that makes sense. Let's use this link.
Well, we'll see, because Reggie's got commitment.
I do have one on Friday evenings.
Yeah, and that's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll keep it this way, but we'll fix it. Reggie and I will get it. Okay, I think it's Cheryl Mason and then Rita, and then we got to go.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate the.
Hey, Dr. Pastor Mason.
Yes, I really appreciate everything as always. The class, the coaching really is helping me in a lot of ways. In it, and late.
Excuse me, Pastor Mason. I think you have a case of the Charlie Browns. Your microphone is askew. Is there a way for you to shake it, tap it, or something like that? How about you turn it off and turn it back on again?
Bye, Athena Blue. I know you got to go. Bye-bye.
How about now? I don't know. My phone is doing this for some reason.
Oh, we're good right now. We can hear you.
To say that I'm just going to quickly say that it really helped me a lot in areas of my emotions. Looking in the mirror, being confident. I'm not ghosted no more by my past of what I've given out and the hurt and pain. Lately, people have been calling me, and my name is just coming up to the forefront of speaking or singing, doing all kinds of things. And I'm like, why my name keep coming up? I don't do this, but it's keep bringing me an opportunity because I'm one that is reserved and in the back and just listen, and I can preach and I can minister. I'm very bold when it comes to that because I'm helping people. After the class, after the coaching, and I wrote down my contract, I could feel the release. I could feel the strength. I could feel, the breakthrough. And I started writing more notes to my book, but just being able to speak more boldly, just on my behalf, not on others all the time, but for me. And so I see my name is coming up a lot. So once I get that charge to not be shy and not be on reserve, then I can approach people so I can make money with the scanner and present it to people in a bolder way. So it is helping me, and I feel the cleanses and the release on the inside because of the contract that I wrote. And I'm teaching my church as well.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Pastor Mason, Dr. Mason. Appreciate it. Okay, this is the last one. Rita.
Yes, Dr. Mark. Sorry.
Hi, Rita.
Greetings, everyone. Dr. Mark, you know that I just lost my mentor and my friend.
My condolences.
Yeah, Dr. Malcolm Johnson. And I did do the contract and he was a part of it, but now I find myself very emotional a lot. And I'm not sure what I should do.
Okay.
What would you advise?
Yes, if you are emotional, you're grieving. You're grieving the loss of a friend. You're grieving the loss of a mentor. You're grieving the loss of an advocate. for healing. And that's a process that you're going to walk through and work through it. And I'm here for you, Rita. I've been asking a lot about you. To Sister Pearl, how's Rita doing? Because I know I imagine it would be hitting you hard. But I'm available if you want to talk. You have my number. Just call me, and we could sit down and talk and just I would do more listening than anything and help you work through this if you choose.
I choose, and thank you so much, and I will contact you.
Yeah, Friday afternoon is good. You
okay. Yeah, it's good for me too.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Appreciate that. Hey, Reggie did a great job. Again, those of you that want to give, his name is in the box. The good Reverend Reggie. $ Reggie Smith 777. Is that it?
770.
770. Yes. Feel free to give. That's how you receive. The more you give, the more you receive. You can give yourself into a place of bliss because you're tiding into a really good ministry. Thank you, everyone. Dr. Imani, good night.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Have a great night. And
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Dr. Imani.
Good night, Dr. Mark. Good night, Dr. Imani.
I want to say,
From Arizona.
Hi.
Mark and Dr. Imani, thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
All right. See you, Dr. Faye.
Okay.
No, I just closed because James was walking around.
Namaste and Ashe.
Party started, Reggie.
Can you hear that, Chaz?
Taste the honey? Is that who that is? I can't see.
That's the taste of honey.
Taste the honey. That's who I thought it was. Okay.
Oh, Reggie, you've been gifted.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome. Hey, Chaz.
Hi. What's that?
It's Anthea.
Reggie, we can't hear it though. It kind of cuts off and goes back and forth.
Does it?
Kind of like Pastor Mason's voice. You hear it sometimes and then you don't.
How about that? Is that any better?
No, you need to turn it up. Come on. It's supposed to be a party.
I don't know what was cranking it up.
I'm gonna jump off, y'all. It was a great call. See you next week.
Okay, bye. Good night.
Night.
Where's Reggie? It's so soft. Oh, I can hear it. The music and the lights, your body slow.
There you go, Chaz.
All right.
she.